Aloha and welcome to the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast. I'm your host, Murph. I hope everybody has had a great day and a great week out there since last week. Of course, it's hard to have a bad day in Hawaii, but it was kind of rainy and chilly a little bit today, which made golf a little tougher, but we still went out and played with the Beach Boys today, so more on that in a moment. Last week, I got a correction to make from last week. I said for the Sony Open that Jared Sawada had qualified in the Monday qualifier. That was incorrect. Evan Kawai was the amateur here that qualified through the Governor's Cup qualification. So Evan actually played in the Sony Open. He shot 74 and 73, missed the cut, but at least put on a good showing for us amateurs here in Hawaii. So congrats, Evan, on your play in the tournament. And hopefully next year you can get back and do a little bit better. But so, yeah, the Sony Open just finished up. Kevin Na, your winner. I like Kevin. He's that guy. I don't know if you've watched him golf or not, but he will putt and he'll walk right after it when he thinks it's going in. So we've messed with a couple of guys on our club that kind of does that. And so, but Kevin Na won, shot 21 under. He had a good week. He started out kind of rough though. He, the Pro-Am, he had hit a shot and did something to his rib, pulled his rib or something like that. But luckily he had a guy there on staff and worked on him and got him in shape so that the next day he felt pretty good. So he was able to play the tournament. He missed, I think, the last two tournaments with injuries. He had a issue with his hand or his fingers or something, and then I think a neck injury, which he was not able to play in the Sony the last couple of years. Chris Kirk and Joaquin Neiman came in second place at 20 under. And then my guy, Webb Simpson, I really like Webb. He came in at 19 under, 2 back from the lead. I just like the way Webb approaches the game. Number one, he's a good player, but number two, his attitude, he doesn't get too upset over shots and stuff like that. I kind of like trying to fashion myself after him as far as that is concerned. I mean, it doesn't help your game any when you get mad at a bad shot. So anyhow, that's the tournament for this week. Done for Hawaii for this year. We had our 2 tournaments. Other than the LPGA, will be here probably back at Ko'olina for the Lotte golf tournament. Saturday, we had our second tournament for the VGA Tour, Veterans Golfers Association. We probably had about 30 guys, I think. Good turnout. Good weather. We played Makaha Valley. Man, that's a long, even living here in Ewa Beach and then driving out to Makaha Valley, that's kind of a hike. I wasn't looking forward to the drive, but we got out there. It was great weather. The course was okay. I like the setup of the course, but man, the greens were horrible. Everybody was complaining about the greens. And I actually had a first in my golf career out there this weekend. That was number 10 is a par 5. I hit my drive, and then I hit a 9-iron onto the green about 20 feet away for eagle. So I'm putting for eagle. I proceeded to 5-putt that green from 20 feet. Now, let me tell you something. I was not a happy camper. Granted, the last couple of putts were just swipes at it because, I had missed, number one, the eagle, which was a possibility, not a probability, but a possibility. And then even more so, I hit it past the hole that I did not give myself a little tap-in birdie. I actually had to work for it. Then I missed that putt, and then the other ones came just knocking it at the hole because I was not happy that I'd missed both the eagle and the birdie. So that was a first for my career. I've never had a 5-putt before, but Now I can add that to my belt. It was funny too because the two guys I was playing with, they're both pretty good players, and we walked off the green, and I asked Nick if he had ever 5-putted before, and he surprised me. He said yes, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, then I'm in good company." So anyhow, I did not play very good in the tournament. I think I shot 81 or 82 or something like that, 83 maybe. And Nick played well. He ended up winning. I think he shot 77. And Travis, I think, either came in second or third. He didn't play too bad. So that was the second tournament of the season for the VGA. Sunday, the Fiaffia championship belt match at Moanalua. I did not play. I've had some issues with my neck and shoulder area, and I wanted to try to rest it a little bit since I'm playing just about every day. So I didn't go and play Sunday, but Joe P again defended his belt. I believe he shot 67 again. He may have shot 65. It was one of the two, either 67 or 65. So he retains the belt again this week. And I will see those guys tomorrow, Tuesday through Friday. We played a Murph game at Moanalua at 4. So I'll see those guys tomorrow, and I'm sure he's going to remind me that he has the belt again, even though I wasn't there this time. The next tournament, I believe... Oh, wait, let me back up. Today we played Beach Boys Golf, and we played at Moanalua Golf Club today. It was the first time some of these guys had played there, and it came as a little bit of a surprise to them. It's not that easy of a course, and if you've never played there, it can be a little intimidating. Yeah, there's an uphill par 5 it's a blind second shot, unless you hit your drive up on the hill, which most people don't. So we played the Beach Boys. I played all right. I shot 75, 34, 41. Played good on the front, 2 under, and then on the back I kind of took a double, had a penalty shot, lost a ball, so ended up shooting 41. So, but it was good. Won a little bit of money. Next week, Beach Boys, we play, I believe, Coral Creek. Like I've said in the past, if any local guys are looking to play on Mondays and you're off and want to play some different courses, we've got three new guys just joined last week. So feel free to contact us. You can either email me at murphsplace808@gmail.com, or you can go to beachboysgolfclub.org, our website, and there's a spot there that you can contact us and leave us a message about joining the club if you'd like. Other than that, it's been a pretty good week. Had a Murph game. That was good. It's always good fun. Like I said today, though, man, the rain, it was kind of rainy. It didn't rain hard. It just kind of drizzled most of the day. And then there was like maybe a hole where it rained a little harder, but not enough that you had to put. I didn't have a rain jacket on. I just had a windbreaker type pullover shirt. But it was okay. It wasn't that bad. I know a few of the guys, I won't mention any names, Tommy and David and Shepard, went and played Turtle Bay today. If I'm being honest, I hope you guys got wet today. I hope it poured up there, and it was a lot windier up there than it was at Moanalua, I can tell you that. The wind wasn't that bad at Moanalua, but it's always blowing at Turtle Bay. So I haven't talked to those guys yet to see what happened up there today. Hopefully they had fun. But they missed out on the Beach Boys on the skins, the greenies. Matter of fact, I won both greenies. There was 4 greenies. 2 of them I won. 2 of them, nobody hit the green. So I ended up pocketing all Tommy's money, and the club got the other 2 that nobody hit. So let's take a short break, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I got to tell you, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you how. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Not only that, but Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other sites. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's nice. The Hawaii State Golf Association tournaments, it looks like, is going to possibly restart in February. There's going to be the 4-ball golf tournament. It's one I usually play with. My partner the last year was Rob Kim, and the year before that was a couple other guys. But this year, myself and Joe P. are teaming up to represent Moanalua Golf Club, and it's going to be at Ted Makalena Golf Course, and that is going to be February 27th and 28th, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be glad that Hawaii State Golf Association is going to start up there. Hopefully we'll have all the tournaments this coming year. Obviously, it's still under COVID-19 protocols, policies, and procedures, but at least we're playing. I'm happy about that. I can deal with the other stuff. I just want to get back to playing some tournament golf. And it also looks like the Hawaii State Amateur Championship will be March 11th through the 14th, and that's going to be hosted at Leilehua Golf Course this year. Registration for that is going to open on Monday, January 25th. So if you guys are interested in playing golf tournaments, keep an eye out. Go to hawaiistategolf.org. It's our website, and it lists the tournaments there. And also you'll need to go there to register for them. I don't know how many teams. I think the last time I looked, there was probably 12 teams or something like that, but it looks like there's a bunch of them lined up now. So obviously last year, Chad and Tyler won the tournament, so they're back defending their title this year. And then, like I said, myself and Joe P will be a team. It looks like my buddy Rob, he teamed up with a friend of ours, Kyle, and they will be playing in it also. So I'm glad he got somebody to replace me to play, so he didn't have to miss out on the tournament. But it's a good time, good tournament, and it's 2-man. It's a team, and it's best ball from each guy. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, that's one thing, about tournament golf also. Your mindset changes a little bit when you're playing tournaments and when you're just playing like club play with your buddies. It's a totally different mindset as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the things that I do, and obviously it's not until the end of February, but starting the 1st of February, I will start getting into my pre-tournament routines of practice, working mainly on chipping and putting, because that's where you're going to score the best at, where you're going to make the most of your strokes, is chipping and putting. So if you want to get involved in tournament golf, it all depends. If you just want to come out and, experience tournament golf and you don't have any expectations to win, then by all means just come out and play and get a taste of it to see if it's something you want to do. But if you're obviously interested in possibly winning it, then you're going to have to do a little work, put a little work in, and work on your game a little bit so you're ready for the tournament. Hopefully we'll have a full schedule of tournaments this year. Matter of fact, they've got a link where you can go and look and see the schedule to see. And it looks like right now they have the dates set up. It looks like they only have right now 7 tournaments set up. February, March, May, June, August, September are the dates for the tournaments, the months. Now, I don't know if this is a full season. I mean, it's obviously not a full season. There's more tournaments played throughout the year than just these, the ones they have listed here. And maybe that's just the ones that have confirmed that they want to hold a tournament. There may be some courses that don't want to hold a tournament yet, so maybe those aren't on here yet. Maybe they'll add more later, but you can, like I said, you can go to the Hawaii State Golf Association website and look at those tournaments, and it also gives you the time when you can start, when you can register for it. Let's talk a little football. My Packers advanced. They beat the Rams 32-18. That was good in the divisional round. The Bills beat the Ravens 17-3. Now, being from Ohio, people will ask me all the time, why aren't you a Browns fan? Listen, I root for Ohio teams to win. I root for the Browns to win. I root for the Bengals to win. They're Ohio teams. I'm going to root for them. But my team, the one I support, the one I'm a fan of, is the Green Bay Packers since 1983. And the only reason back in the day when I was younger, I didn't like individual, or I didn't like any teams. I just liked individual players from different teams. But when my stepdad married my mom in 1983, he was a Green Bay Packer fan, and he converted me to a Packers fan. Not only that, he also converted me to a Detroit Tigers baseball fan. Yes, I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. We had season tickets for a year, and we went to a lot of games. So I am a Cincinnati Reds fan, and I want the Cleveland Indians to do well also. But I root for the Tigers, and I root for the Packers. So, anyhow, the Browns almost pulled it out and beat the Chiefs. 22-17, Chiefs won. I didn't get to watch the game, but from what my buddy told me, that the Browns had a couple of chances to score, and they didn't. So now the Buccaneers beat the Saints 30-20. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year? I think the Bills are playing good football, but I think the Packers are playing better football than the Bills. I think the Packers are probably playing the best football right now. So I think the Packers are going to beat the Bills this week. I think a lot of people think Tampa Bay is going to pull this out and beat the Chiefs. I don't think so. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. So I think it's going to be a Packers-Chiefs Super Bowl. But you never can, you can't count Tom Brady out. And who knows what's going to be up with Mahomes. I mean, he went out in the third quarter of this week's game with a concussion. Is he going to be ready for next week? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let me know who you guys think is going to win. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl, and who do you think is going to win it? Shoot me an email, murphsplace808@gmail.com, and let me know who you think is going to win this game. The next tournament for the PGA is going to be, I believe it's the American Express. And normally what they do is they come out with power rankings as to who they think is going to win this tournament. And I believe at number 1 right now is Patrick Reed. They think that he may, he's got the power ranking to win this tournament. Kevin Na, who just won at the Sony, he's ranked 5th in the power rankings. The top 3, Patrick Reed, Patrick Cantlay, and Sungjae Im is who they have ranked the top 3 to possibly win this tournament in the power rankings. I don't know. I don't think Dustin Johnson is playing in this tournament, but I could be wrong. But it'll be interesting. I don't know. They haven't always been right on their power ranking picks, so we'll see what happens. I don't think Kevin Na was even mentioned in last week's power rankings as winning this tournament at the Sony. And that possibly could be from his prior 2 times that he didn't play because of injury. It'd be different if he was in there and playing all the time. Webb was listed, I believe he was listed 3rd last week in the power rankings, and he ended up finishing 3rd, 4th. actually, with the tie at second. So we'll see. I don't know. Can Kevin Na go back-to-back? That would be something, wouldn't it? I think he said he wanted to win another time in 2021, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. There's a lot of guys on this list that, I don't know. I would never, like, for instance, Scotty Scheffler is listed fourth, which I believe he was Rookie of the Year last year, I think. I don't know. Matt Wolff, Tony Finau, Adam Hadwin, Adam Long, Peter Malnati, he had a good round at the Sony to lead, I think, the second day. Brooks Koepka, Sam Burns, Joel Dahman. These names, I don't really I don't know these names of these guys, but you know, they come up through the Korn Ferry Tour now. So unless you're watching any of those tournaments, you're not going to know these guys' names. I've watched a couple of them. I don't know if Brent Grant is playing. I still want to get him on the show, though, and talk to him. I don't think he came over for the Sony this year because I did not see his name in the Monday qualifying list. So I don't believe he came over. And I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the COVID stuff. He didn't want to come over for it, but it's odd because last year, Mark Russell and Slugger White are the PGA rules officials. And I believe Slugger I think I was told he was getting ready to retire this year or something. But John, last year we had dinner with Slugger and Mark Russell the Monday before the Sony Open that it started. John Harmon, he goes every year. He used to be the pro at Wildlife, so he knows those guys. And so they used to go to dinner every year on that Monday. So I asked John if they were going to go to dinner this year, and he said he didn't know. He was going to call him and stuff like that. Well, then John told me the other day that he called him, and because of how strict, once those guys get tested and they're negative, the PGA Tour kind of keeps them in a bubble. They don't want them going out places or around other people so that they don't get anything and give it to the players or anything. So they didn't get to have dinner this year, but I'll tell you, Mark Russell and Slugger White, those two guys, it was a joy to have dinner with them and to pick their brains and talk to them about golf and to get a little bit of on the inside on the PGA Tour about some of the guys on the tour. So and I was really surprised at how candid they were. You know, being in their position, they may not want to say something to somebody that they just met, but I think it helped that we were friends of John. So we had a great time. I wish we could have had dinner with them again this year, or at least with Mark. I don't think Slugger was even over here because he's in the process of retiring. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Should be a good tournament. I believe they're playing at PGA West. Course that I didn't get to play, or the Golf Channel Am Tour that I played on, they played at Mission Hills, which is there, right, not too far from PGA West. So we didn't get to play that. And then obviously the Golf Channel Am Tour is no longer. It's now the U.S. Am Tour. But a couple of the guys that have playing on the Am Tour had told me that they had played there at PGA West, and it was a nice course. They liked it. I really liked all the courses at Mission Hills that we played. Let's take a short break, and I'll be right back. This podcast is brought to you by Smart Boy Studios, the best studio and artist collective out of Ohio. Smart Boy Studios provides recording, mixing, and mastering services, as well as any other audio post-production you need. Smart Boy Entertainment artists Corey Gossett and JV Tree have a new EP out on November 20th, 5 Day Friends. The 6-song project explores the fun and friendly energy that these two artists have on a track together. With production from D Swove, Vesta, and Ash Matthews, you can't help but to bob your head, tap your foot, and sing along to the stellar set of tracks. Head to www.smartboystudios.com to stay up to date on new music, new videos, and any upcoming events. If you'd like to support Smart Boy Studios and their artists, visit threads.smartboystudios.com to check out their merch. They offer hoodies, hats, shirts, and more. All right, welcome back, everybody. If you guys want to want me to cover something or talk about any certain topic, just shoot me an email at murphplace808@gmail.com or go to the Anchor website, and you can leave me a voice message there on the site. Any questions, any topics you want to cover. Also, let me know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, and first off, who's going to be in the Super Bowl, and who do you think is going to win it? We'll see what happens. I'm telling you, the Packers, and I know I'm a Packers fan, but I'm just saying the Packers are playing really good football right now. So, and Aaron Rodgers is just unbelievable. That guy, he kind of after he got that big money in his contract, 2 years ago, I think it was, man, he just played like he didn't even give a crap about the game. It was really making me mad. And then for some reason, I don't know, they drafted a quarterback in the draft, and I don't know if that kind of lit a fire under him a little bit or something, but this year he's really came around and turned it on and starting to be his old self again. And we need it, especially at this time of the year. Crunch time, coming down to the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. I just hope they win. It's been a while. And me and Nordy, speaking of that, about Super Bowls and winning, there's quite a few teams that have never won a Super Bowl, but the two most interesting ones are the Minnesota Vikings have been to the Super Bowl 4 times and never won. But even more interesting is the Buffalo Bills went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls and didn't win. It's just mind-blowing. 4 times in a row they went to the Super Bowl and they did not win the game. So a part of me, a small, very tiny part, would think that it would be pretty cool if they do happen to beat the Packers and get to the Super Bowl. Put it this way. If they beat the Packers and go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to be rooting for the Bills to win. I will be a Buffalo Bills fan that day. But a part of me does not want them to, a bigger part does not want them to beat the Packers, obviously. So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, if you guys have anything you want to discuss or any questions, just shoot me an email, murphplace808@gmail.com. I hope everybody has a great week out there. If you're in the northern states, stay warm. If you're in states where you're playing golf, hit them straight, hit them long, but don't hit them often. Aloha, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.